Welcome! In this tutorial, we'll guide you through recreating a stunning parallax scroll animation. Demonstrated by Pecha. This technique in Webflow involves moving multiple image layers at different speeds, creating a captivating illusion of depth and 3 dimensions. To transfer Mike's Webflow demo to the Bricks environment, we'll use Clonewebx. Start by accessing our dashboard and creating a new project. Assign a name and fill in the live website for the domain. Next, head back to the live target page and simulate this page into Clonewebx. Use the detector selector to precisely copy the elements you need. It's better to pick the parent selector for a smoother process. Click on Export to copy it to the clipboard. Paste it into your Bricks page or local test area. The result gradually appears similar to the original demonstration. These layers consist of the background, island, and to front hill layers. Let's customize the layout for better control. Firstly, obtain a new ID for the main wrapper div. Then inspect its position in the Style section. We need all 4 images stacked directly on top of each other to execute the parallax animation. To achieve this, set the parent div to position relative. Following that, rename the IDs of all elements inside this div. Each layer corresponds to a specific part. The first image is the main background. This layer's position is set to absolute accordingly. Make the same thing for image 2. Keep moving to images 3 and 4. The hill layers are front of a heading. Let's save this layout. And we've completed roughly 50% of the process. Moving to next stage. Transition to Litemove Builder and create a new timeline. Assign a descriptive name like Parallax Scroll. The action in this demo is to create a scroll animation. To trigger the animation while scrolling, set up specific elements and timing. For instance, we'll pick the main div as a trigger element. The start and stop points are determined by the specific place of main selector and the viewport. In this case, we desire the top edge of the main wrapper to reach the top of viewport for start point. Conversely, the bottom of selected div reaches to bottom of viewport, all animations stop working. Do not forget to enable the scrub feature to get the better performance in scrolling action. Right now, click on plus button to add first animation. As you can see, this parallax effect relies on the fact that all of different layers each move at a different speed, and to be precise, the background layer moves at a slower speed than the front layers. For the first animation, let's pick for background. This background layer to be at its normal position. So we set its y-coordinate to 0 pixel and the vertical coordinate of 250 pixel. You can enable the live preview to check its performance. So let's keep going to the next layer by adding more animation. In similar way, choose ID of the image 2 as a selector element. At the beginning of second animation, we add a move transform at 0 pixel. The layer should be at its normal position to 200 pixel. If you look at this from a 3-dimensional perspective, The image 2 is a little bit closer to us than the background, which means it has to move a little bit faster. So this downwards animation, which counteracts the scroll speed, has to be a little bit less intense. That's why we choose a 200 pixel for the second image in this case. Okay, let's take care of the two front layers. Add a move action to the animation at 0 pixel again. Third layer should move downwards by 150 pixel, so even less than the second layer. We can do the same thing with the last layer. This last layer is the closest to us. And this downwards animation, which slows the layer down, will be the least intense. So let's save this timeline and check its work again. Finally, we just need to add animation for the main heading. Experiment with these values until you achieve the desired visual outcome. And now we have this really cool parallax scroll animation. Click on Export to get the GSAP JavaScript code. Back to your target page. Embed these code to apply the animations. Once completed, you can easily achieve the parallax scroll animation as our demonstration.